Yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. This is you know what it is. This is LRPod Live. Got me a little something to sip on right now. Today we are getting into AI. The way I want to do it, I just don't even want to wait for people to come because I want to treat this just as if I was shooting dolo solo. All right. So today we're going to get into the best of AI, the scary, the jobs, the sex, and at the end, the utopia. The utopia is, I guess, it's going down the hill. What's going to happen once you reach the bottom of the hill? Now, a lot of us not going to be here, so I'm going to go over it. But let's see here. Okay, I want to go through a few things right now. If you are listening to this on the podcast section, please come over to LRPod Live on YouTube so you can see the live. I'm fusing podcasts and the live together. So hopefully it'll be dope. It'll be fun. It'll be ready to roll. Okay. So let's get to it. All right. Again, I'm up here every week. Friday night, Saturday, or Sunday. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell and you will see everything that you can come on. But today we're going to get into it. All right. So let's do it. Oh, before I get started, this is for information. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. So don't get all scared and writing me crazy, comments and messages and all that stuff. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Okay. So bear with me. But I want to go into a couple clips. Now, AI. How would AI affect you? Now, a lot of people that I talk to about AI, they be like, oh man, that's so many years down the line. It's not going to affect me at all. So I wanted to talk about that. So listen, every movie that we've seen about AI, it sort of somehow gave us a future, a future insight, a future look into AI, right? And it's always some machine or some kind of computer system that they got to get to destroy. They got to blow it up. They got to pour water on it or some stupid thing like that. But, since the 70s, it's been a lot of movies that has some kind of, if it's dealing with the future, they are talking to somebody, right? They are talking to some kind of digital life form. So if you see right here, let's go to okay. So check this out.
Or the sea levels rise, or Armageddon, or anything else like that, but something else entirely. Whether it's good or bad could be debated forever, but one thing all experts can agree on is that the post-singularity world will be unrecognizable from the one we live in now, and we're approaching a point in time where we'll forego any sense of control entirely. John Newman was the first person to speak about singularity theory back in the 20th century, a future scenario where humans invent a new form of superintelligence that upgrades itself exponentially and accelerates development at an incomprehensible rate. There are a couple of ways that you can look at this. Stephen Hawking, Elon Musk, and over 100 artificial intelligence experts signed a letter in 2015 expressing concern over the risk artificial intelligence possesses, with Stephen Hawking saying that AI could be the worst event in the history of our civilization.
Hold up. Pause. Salute to Stephen Hawking, man. He is like the GOAT of science. He is the GOAT of science. Even though he had the voice, he had a dope voice. But yeah, he's the GOAT of science. And he always said, even when it comes to UFOs, if we are out there trying to send signals out, that's not a good look. It's not a good look because we're going to meet somebody that's way higher advanced than we are, right? So when Stephen Hawking said something, you got to listen. You got to listen.
Or you could look at it through the lens of what we could accomplish and all of the problems we could solve. We would be able to harness the power of our sun and become a type 2 civilization. Things like cyber brains, Dyson spheres, and teleportation devices wouldn't just be possible, they would practically be inevitable. Scientists predict that when there is a technological singularity, computers will be able to make life-changing Nobel Prize winning discoveries every 5 seconds.
Every 5 seconds. You got to think about something that we're going through right now. You know, we got bad service on our phones. We got what is that called? Google showing you the map, and the map is red. You know the map is red because you in traffic, but it's blue. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. So another thing is about the movies. The movies is somehow some kind of light into the future when it comes to AI, right? And we went through the movies. So I got a little clip right here of the movies. Now check out the movies. Now, hold up. Go back. Okay, The Matrix. We already know what The Matrix is. Ex Machina. Hey, listen, if y'all want to see a good movie, go see Ex Machina, man. He fell in love with a computer chick. We already seen iRobot. That was dope. That was more like the hold up, stop. iRobot. Let's go back a minute. Hold up. Let's break these down. Now, have you seen Blade Runner? Blade Runner, if I'm not mistaken, Blade Runner was something that they was sort of like hunting down androids. If I'm not mistaken, Blade Runner was something like that, right? It was dope. They got the new Blade Runner. Y'all can check that out. Now, I got a little clip of this Space Odyssey. Let me tell you something about this. This is way ahead of its time. I think this was like the first movie, and this is real dope. Space Odyssey. This is real dope. So I'm gonna show a little clip of it just to give you an idea. If you too young, if you a young buck and you wasn't around this time, I understand. What else we got here? All right, Matrix. I got another one for the Matrix. The Matrix was, I don't know. It seemed like the Matrix would be something about what we going through now in life, right? If somehow we was, I don't know, if we was like in a simulation, right? Or how they say the simulation will come about. If you notice how Matrix, they will go, they got the little thing in the back of their head, and in this world, they can do anything. Well, a lot of them can, but I think they figured out how if you can move matter and stuff, because it's a fake world. But I guess if you don't know it's a fake world and you was to jump off a building, you hit the ground and you die, even though that's not the fake world. You understand what I'm saying? So Matrix had that. It was dope how those little robotic things was just, underground chasing them. And, it had the whole AI. All of these movies that I'm showing y'all right here, all these movie titles have something to do with the whole AI thing. So that's something, to look at. But Matrix, that's dope. That's like top movie of all time to me. Ex Machina. Now, this is another thing I was talking about. Sex. And this is a main thing because I don't know how the guys don't feel about this, but or how the women gonna feel about this. So just imagine you have, some a blow up doll times 1,000. Something that can talk to you, laugh at your jokes, right? And they can adjust their private area to the tightness and the wetness. Yes, it sounds crazy, but I'm trying to tell you, this is where it's going to lead to in the future. And people just got to be ready, Ex Machina, got to check that out. That's a dope ass movie. She played them, but I ain't going to give up the movie. She played them. She played them for the weak Negro he was, okay? She played them. Anyway, what's the next? iRobot. iRobot is more, it's more on a robotic aspect of it. Now, Elon Musk got these little robot things that he said is going to be the workforce. It's going to help out in warehouses and shit like that. And you can have one in your house doing all of your labor and stuff. That goes into the effect of iRobot. You go into the door, you about to leave out. The face part of it turns red, right? And it said, "I'm sorry, I can't let you leave. I'm sorry, I can't let you leave. You'd be like, man, if you don't get the hell out the way, this the effect of what iRobot leans into. And it's funny. If you see the robots in iRobot and you see the android that Elon Musk and Tesla is doing, something similar, huh? Oh, listen, I know this movie sort of fell off the radar, and a lot of people probably didn't see it. But Transcendence is basically a guy that gets sick. I think he was some kind of computer programmer. He gets sick, right? It's like terminal illness, something like cancer or something like. So he was able to figure out a way that he can download his brain into a computer program. And when that happened, he was unleashed into the internet. Ooh, this is a good movie. Transcendence. It has something to do with AI, because what they saying now is AI should not be, it's a whole bunch of scientists saying that AI should not be able to be released into the internet. Because once it's released into the internet, think about this. Everything is controlled by Wi-Fi. Everything, right? Your cell phone, oh shit, even your coffee maker, your oven, your refrigerator, it tells you what food to buy. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if everything was in this little realm of, I don't know, it's able to travel basically endless through the internet. So Transcendence, that was a dope ass movie. Y'all need to check that out. This is just, if you just come here, this is just AI, AI type movies. The Terminator, one of my best. The Terminator, if you didn't see it, if you're a young buck and you didn't see this yet, the Terminator is like this. Just say I'm a programmer, right? And I created this AI system that takes over the world. People of that time figured out a way to come back into time or go back into the past to kill me, which is the person that developed the AI that took over the world. You get it? You get it? Brilliant. But hey, if you're watching this on rebroadcast, please leave a comment. Let me know. Say hi. All right. And also hit the bell so you can be notified for the next live. So Terminator was the top movie for me. That was the top dog. And, see. Okay, that's it. So that's what it is. And so let's finish. I think the AI transition will be in this, I guess, in this level. It'd be the bad, the ugly, and the good. Got to go through the bad. The bad is, and I'm gonna basically break it down and then just tell you the quick version, then break it down. The bad is this. The bad is what I see now, people sort of fighting back. Hey, I'm not getting a chip in my hand. I'll tell you one thing. If I can, instead of going to the store and I'm reaching in my pocket looking for my wallet, if I can wind over something, right? Doop, and I'm able to pull out the money from my account, I mean, I think I would do that. You got a lot of people that's fighting back with that. Another thing, Elon Musk has the chip that's going into your head, tapping into your brain to make you, I don't know, better in different elements, right? Different things. A lot of people is fighting back on that. So you will go through the bad where you got resistance and a lot of things that doesn't feel right because they are new. You gotta understand something. Around a horse time, the horse and buggy time, and then a car appeared, right? Nobody wanted to get a car. They wanted their horse. They can talk to their horse. They can lay on their horse at night when it's cold outside, right? And then when cars came, and then people had airbags, or airbags was sort of coming down the pike, they was like, no, seatbelts. No, we don't need seatbelts. So look, we have 20 airbags in the car right now. So it's a process, and that's the bad part. The process, people will try to, I guess, fight against what's is inevitable that's going to happen. Okay. So now the bad. Now let's break down the bad. Like I said, the bad, the ugly, and the good. The bad is the jobs that we are going to lose. We're going to lose a lot of jobs within the next couple of years. I say, give or take, by 5 to 10 years. And I have a list of the top jobs that will be lost. You have code and programmers, coders and programmers, the people that's coding anything from websites. And as AI come about, there basically are no more coding in that field. You have Chat GPT that can damn near write a code. All you got to do is break down the code and it'll write a code for you. You can take that code and you can do whatever. It's like you can jump over the regular person. A writer, come on. You can, and I'm going to use Chat GPT for probably the rest of this whole list right here. But with that, you can basically do everything you need to do. Type in, I need a contract for selling my car or selling a gun to another person. It will do that in probably like 5 seconds, and then you just print it out. And probably have to put your name in different little areas, but that's it. That's it. So writers are out the door writing books and all of that stuff when you can just give the AI a direction and it would spit out a book. You tell it how many words you want. So freelance professionals, we already know that's down the drain. Legal workers, like I said, legal workers, I want a contract wrote. All right. I want this taken care of. I want that taken care of. I can avoid any kind of legal workers. Researchers, I'm surprised there are still jobs for that. When you can just, customer service. Now they at a point now that you are having communications with these so-called AI programs that you can't even tell that they are not human. I mean, before it's a little bit choppy. I don't know if you ever called like some kind of place and how may I help you in a voice, and then it'll stop. It'll be a delay, but now it's just straight up. It is straight line conversation. It'll pause. It'll ask you a question. It'll probably laugh. Like, what the fuck? Data entry analyst. All right, we already know that. Now, truck drivers. Truck drivers are, yeah. See, now we think of self-driving vehicle, electric vehicles, right? So trucks hold about 150 to 200, probably 300 gallons of fuel. And you can probably get in somewhere in the range of, I don't know, if you get 600 miles, probably 700 miles, right? Give or take on the tank. I don't know how your basic electric vehicle, I don't know how long that would rock for before it have to be charged. And that's a bigger battery. So I'm guessing it takes a long time to charge. So it might be a minute for trucks, but car drivers and stuff like that, delivery drivers, I don't know. I think they got a couple programs going on in California right now where people is getting an Uber showing up, nobody in it, just a whole bunch of cameras and devices on it. So that might be a part of it. But as the jobs fade out, things will get harder. And if you can basically survive phase 1 and phase 2, you will be in good shape. But another thing you have to do, you cannot wait until, I don't know, everything gets worse. So if you put it like this, if you know that your job is on the cutting list and you can sort of hear it at the workplace, it's probably things that you can do. It's probably, I don't know, you can probably get in the industry that will be the early part of AI. If you get in the industry that's helping, fixing, or somehow directing the programs and stuff for AI, you'll be in a good place right there. So let's get to the ugly. So what is the ugly? The ugly is this. And I got a video on singularity. I just seen it, right? AI will reach the singularity. It would be 1,000 times smarter than a human. See, what you don't understand is when I say 1,000 times smarter than a human, it's like you cannot even comprehend anything 1,000 times smarter than us. Because even computers now, they are being programmed by humans. So imagine something that's so smart and I don't know, they can basically think just like that. If I asked you a question, a lot of people, if it's a complex question, a lot of people think. They say, but what if I can ask you out of this world kind of equation, and immediately, before I even finish, you already got the equation answer. That's hard to say, right? But Elon Musk, like I said, he has, I don't know, it's just something about him that's weirding me out. It's like he ahead of the curve, but once you get ahead of the curve, you can control the narrative. You can control everything. So let's break him down. He got the electric cars, right? Got the electric cars. He about to have the humanoids walking around, right? He want to go to Mars, right? Anything electric, he is sort of honing in. So he's true to that Tesla name. So let's check this out. What are you talking?
What's
the singularity?
That's the point where artificial intelligence exceeds human intelligence, and the reason it's called singularity, and I think Reiko as well coined that term, is because after that we don't know what's going to happen. What will happen? If you've got some sort of super smart computer that's increasing in intelligence in kind of a runaway fashion.
Runaway fashion. Did you hear that? So as I said before, releasing AI into the internet is whatever this program is, whatever it is, it would know all our dirty secrets because everything is on the internet, right? Everything is on the internet. You got, slavery, the Holocaust. You got a whole bunch of things that just show humanity at its best. Humanity at its best is coming to a village. I have guns. They probably have bow and arrows. I want their women. I want their food. I kill all the boys and I kill all the men. That is humanity at the beginning, right? So one thing you have to understand also is we are creating a new life form, America, or the world, whoever's watching, at least in the rebroadcast. We are creating a new life form. This life form will have a database, and mind you, this is the ugly. Let's get into the ugly, the singularity. And if you didn't get what he just said, Elon Musk, the singularity is when AI, computer intelligence, surpass human intelligence to the point they can't even fathom what that kind of world would be like. Actually, let's put some, y'all like that music? All right, let's go. So they can't even fathom what kind of world that would be where there's something, and I don't think we ever had this before, where there's something that's more intelligent than us. That look when you get when you walk outside and you see a bug, you can step on a bug or you can step over the bug. You controls that bug's life. You can end it, you can let them live. And that's basically everything. We have guns, so you go into the woods, you can do the same thing with anything from a squirrel all the way up to a deer. If you out in Africa somewhere, you can do that to the elephant all the way up to the lion, right? But we are talking about something that don't know, it's something that can do the same thing to us when it comes alive as a singularity, right? And I'm gonna run that video back again so he can break that down. I ran it a little bit early, but here it is right here. When it comes down to it, you won't know what this thing would do. Would it see us as a threat? Would it see us as, something that can help it along the way? Sort of like get healed, become the entity it want to become, and then once it's healthy, it could just look over and be like, we are in the way. We don't need you no more. So I'm gonna run the same video back.
Out of time. Not before they drop the bombs, or the sea levels rise, or Armageddon, or anything else like that, but something else entirely. Whether it's good or bad could be debated forever, but one thing all experts can agree on is that the post-singularity world will be unrecognizable from the one we live in now, and we're approaching a point in time where we'll forego any sense of control entirely. John Newman was the first person to speak about singularity theory back in the 20th century, a future scenario where humans invent a new form of superintelligence that upgrades itself exponentially and accelerates development at an incomprehensible rate. There are a couple of ways that you can look at this. Stephen Hawking, Elon Musk, and over 100 artificial intelligence experts signed a letter in 2015 expressing concern over the risk artificial intelligence possesses, with Stephen Hawking saying that AI could be the worst event in the history of our civilization. Or you could look at it through the lens of what we could accomplish and all of the problems we could solve. We would be able to harness the power of our sun and become a type 2 civilization. Things like cyber brains, Dyson spheres, and teleportation devices wouldn't just be possible, they would practically be inevitable. Scientists predict that when there is a technological singularity, computers will be able to make life-changing Nobel Prize winning discoveries every 5 seconds.
Every 5 seconds. So look at that. The life form will have a database. I say life form, but AI. The life form will have a database of every human's face and voice. And we already see deep fake videos right now. So a deep fake video can put you at any point, anytime, committing any crime, saying anything. Now, if you're a president or something like that, you are a public figure, you probably at a certain location and people know that you're not there or over here doing that, right? You're not in a bank in somewhere, Minnesota somewhere. You are in LA or New York or Atlanta, something like that. But for the individual, the regular working person, all you have is your family saying he was at work. He wasn't robbing a bank in Nashville. Okay, you're going to jail. So it's a lot of things that can actually happen. But I'm going to get to the utopia part because I don't like to be a Debbie Downer all the time, right? Okay, let's see this. All right, check this out. This was give you a little idea, Space Odyssey.
You might be having some second thoughts about the mission.
How do you mean?
Rumors about something being dug up on the moon.
Can you imagine your phone talking to you like that? Shit.
I never gave these stories much credence, but particularly in view of some of the other things that have happened, I find them difficult to put out of my mind.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
Hal, open the
Open
damn
the pod bay
pod.
doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Hal, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
What are you talking about, Hal?
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Damn it, man. I think this was 2001. We're not at the moon like that in 2001, though, I'll tell you that. I don't even think we went to the moon yet. came out in the 60s, I think, 70s. Ooh. Y'all need to watch that movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a dope movie. Y'all would enjoy it. Definitely knowing about this AI stuff. And let me, my time is getting to my time. So let's talk to Utopia. All right, let's skip over a few things. All right. Let's have some fun with it. What is the final phase of this AI once they take over? Because there is no stopping them. It's too late. We let the cat out the bag. It's hard to take it back. So what will happen once we get over the bad part, the ugly part, and we just submit. We just say, all right, fuck it. What will happen? First of all, working will be a thing of the past. Punching the clock, no more, because all the AI the help that these warehouses and all these other jobs got, these companies will continue to put profit on profit on profit, make a lot of money. Now, it would probably be up to the government to somehow separate the money and sort of give people, monthly wages or something like that. I don't know. So I can't imagine. I just can't, and a lot of other people can't see past that. Like, what would happen at this point? So I'm just guessing. All of this is guess. This is entertainment. So mainly all diseases will be wiped out. Cancer will be wiped out. Any disease that you think about will be wiped out. We will have nanobot kind of situations where you would have any kind of, I guess it can be in pill form, and then once you swallow it, the nanobots come alive and they just go through your arteries and sort of help and build any vessel or clear out any blockage. And it'd just be a beautiful thing for us, health-wise. Okay. As far as aging, they will definitely be able to slow down aging, stop aging. And shit, they will probably be able to reverse aging. This is just a thought. I don't know. And at some point, people of this time will be immortal. Now, do you want to be immortal? I don't know. Like, we get up, we go to work, and we have fun and we do shit because we know that, you just got a phone call, somebody passed, right? Your grandmother passed, your God forbid, your mom's passed or something like that. So we know that time is ticking, so we want to do different things. But if you are immortal, I'll wait till tomorrow. Everything is tomorrow. Also, no more cell phones. Cell phones will disappear and everything will be in your head. You already see Elon Musk working on that. Everything in your head. Be able to make a call, communicate with people. You know how the cell phones was this big and all of a sudden it's now a little eardrop, a little earbud in your ear, right? Eventually that would disappear and you'll be talking to somebody and there is no device in your ear at all. So that's coming. Now, another thing what happened is, like I said, your body will be chipped, and I can't wait for that. Hopefully I'm around for that because I'm tired of grabbing my wallet, and I'm tired of just, I want to wander. I want to go in the store, get everything, and then take my cart and walk right out the store and just boop, pay for everything. I don't have to scan nothing. Everything is already scanned. So it's going to be a beautiful thing if we are to make it to that time. So, like I said, how can you prepare for this? Starting today, how can you prepare for the singularity, this whole AI thing? How can you start for it? How can you prepare for it today? I say put money into some kind of AI company, AI investment, AI stock, whatever these companies, just try to follow these companies that's developing. Because every time they come up with a new out of this world kind of development. If they have stocks, it's going to shoot through the roof. Okay, go to school for something in, I don't know, robotics or code writing, even though that's on the list, the chopping block. But you can at least get your money stacked to prepare for this, right? And also start that business that you always wanted to start. Jump out the window. Do what you got to do. But if you know your job is on the chopping block and you sitting there and riding it out and you go under with that job, got to understand who fault is that. So I say all of this to say basically, AI is here. It's not going nowhere. And hopefully, we all will see each other on the other side at the Utopia. All right, everybody. Thank you all for coming on. Like I said, if you're watching this through the rebroadcast, leave your message. Say what's up. Say hi. I don't know. Like, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. I will be back next week. We might talk about women. Y'all want to talk about women? Let me know. All right, everybody. Like I said, get out of here.